Hello everybody, my name is Karen and I am the Penny Counter. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in and continuing with my journey with me. And if you're new today, you're very welcome. Please feel free to like and subscribe if my journey is something that you would like to follow, or again, if you are new and have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can also get me on Instagram under the Penny Counter as well. First off, and I'll probably say this today, this video and the next video, is thank you so much. I am over 100 subscribers. I really wasn't expecting it. It kind of has just had a bit of a boost the last kind of week. So we're absolutely thrilled. My little boy and my husband, they've both unsubscribed and then resubscribed so that they could be the 100th person. It was quite cute. But they're still following me, and I have come up a bit. So, like, to be honest with you, if I do get to 200, oh my goodness, if I get to 200 subscribers, who do I think I am? If I get to 200 subscribers, I will do a giveaway on YouTube, and I will probably look at doing one on Instagram as well whenever I get to about 400, but I'll see. I'll play that one by ear a wee bit. So today I am going to cash out week 2 of June, and I think that's all I'm going to do in this video, and then I'm probably going to do a second video whenever I stuff for week 3. So June is a 5-week month for me. And that is why we're a wee bit early on the go. So I'm going to start off today with just running through my expenses from last week. I have been so good up until now with maintaining my budgeting book. These pages are fine. My bank account just looks like a mess at the minute. I need to really sit down and go through it. There just has been so many wee purchases made online, and it's just making sure that everything's tallying up there. I don't tend to show these pages, not because I don't want to. It's just I just haven't really got round to showing them. But yeah, I have, as I said, I haven't even filled it in. I do have a spreadsheet, so I do know what I'm budgeting each month, or each week should I say, but I do need to get my bank account back into order, and so that I can actually show that. So I'm just going to zoom in, and we will see where we are into, hopefully you can bring this up. So we are, where were we? So first off, I forgot to add my £325 and well, it was £325. I forgot to add it in back up here. So I have now, I went through all my binders later in the week and I realised that, so that's why it's down here, and I found a random 63p somewhere in my binders, so it has also been added, so that's why that has been added at the bottom of £325 and 63p. So treats, we were trying to remember my days of the week. So my hair was done, right, so the first is where we were. So McDonald's, we met one of my friends at the weekend with her little girl, and we went to McDonald's, and it was my treat, so I took that from Buffer. Treats, we took some sweets and a cake and stuff up to her house as well, so it came to $8.63, and that came out of Family Fund. And we had a great day. We went to the park. Our kids haven't seen each other since before COVID, so you could imagine, my little boy's 7, and he hasn't seen them since he was practically 3, so they were like brand new friends for him. I thought it was incredible. Tesco's groceries, yes, we had a wee bit of an overspend. Groceries came to £60 and 25p, so I did do it. I scanned as I went round the shop for a change. I did always like to do that, but since I was cash stuffing, I haven't been doing it. So I paid I had to pay using my debit card, so the 25p has been absorbed by my bank account, and that's why I've just the £60 listed here. Dentist, so I was at the dentist on Monday, so the £50 there, it's for my checkup. I haven't been in 7 years, so this was my first appointment, so this covered my first appointment, all my x-rays, everything like that there. I did make the error. They did ask me when I was registering. My little boy goes there and he is under them as an NHS patient, they asked me, do you pay? I just said yes, assuming that I would be also NHS. However, I'm not. But I really like them, and whenever I come home and I compared the prices to my husband, who is at a different dentist and is NHS, by the time we paid for the white fillings and stuff, you know, it kind of all sort of balanced out a wee bit. So I'm going to continue with them, and I've actually set up a direct debit with them, so it's £10 each month, and that comes out, and that will cover all this. It covers that £50. So I get my 2 6-month checks each year. I get all my x-rays included, and I also get my scale and polishes included as well. So I get 2 of those a year, and I get something else, emergency cover. So if something happened in the weekend or bank holiday, I can ring them and there's no extra cost. And it gets me 20% off any fill-ins or anything that I need done. So I have decided to go with that because it just means then I don't need to budget for it. It's pretty much covered unless I need a fill-in or anything like that. So I do need 2 fill-ins. Not bad going for 7 years, I didn't think. So yes, so 2 fill-ins. So they're getting done in a couple of weeks' time. And then I have another fill-in which is on watch, but it doesn't need done at the minute. So I will save a bit for it. And then after that, I think I'm going to hopefully be covered off just with this £10 a month. Personal spend then of £3. Right, do you know what my personal spend was? I left the dentist and I was so excited that I only needed 2 fill-ins that I went and bought 2 1.5 litres of Coke. I didn't drink them all in one go, but like literally my husband's like, you've just left the dentist and you have went and bought sugary drinks. But anyway, that was what my £3 was. Fuel was £50. It's a new petrol station that's opened. It's one of these 24-hour ones. There's nobody manning a kiosk or anything, but you could actually pay in cash at the pump, which was absolutely fantastic. So I was able, and it's the cheapest one around, so I was able just to put my cash into it. If you don't spend what you think you're going to spend, then they give you a voucher. It spits like a voucher out, and then you can use the voucher towards your next spend. School dinner was £13 budgeted, and we only spent £10.20, so the other £2.40 has been into family fund on Hyperjar. And then, as I said, that deposit should have went way back up here, but it didn't. So that is a roundup of last week. So all in all, I should have roughly about this. But again, I don't really go into that figure because it is rough guesstimate. It's only as accurate as I can count, and every time I counted it, I had 3 different figures. So eventually, the husband was called in to deal with that. So we're just going to do this. Oh, and I'm going to knock that out. So let us cash out for things. So I have been in contact with Budget and Dreams, and she has done dashboards for me. However, this is like a preview, but in my next video I will show all of them because it's different ones for me, and then my little boy got his own ones, and they're so cute, so cute. So I'm not going to show you too much now. Groceries is 0. Personal spend, there was £7 left over there. Just how I write these down because I always forget myself. Personal spend was 7. Miscellaneous is £10. Family fun is quite a bit. So as I count this just sort of rolls over each month. So there is 30. I'm going to lift out the change from this. So I think this is more in it than I thought there was going to be in this. So family fund, which apparently is £45, but I've extra in here. So I'm just going to lift the, oh no it's not. So there is 35, 36, 37. So this is, I did have a spend out of this. So family fund is £36 and 37p. Look, wrong column. 37. Good job. These are rub out pens. How did I ever survive without a pen that rubbed out? So that's grand. £7 was left over and £10 from miscellaneous was left over, so I'm happy with that. So I'm going to take out £1.37 and just leave 35 in family fund, and it just gets rolled over until the end of the month. Let me see, fuel has nothing, and dining out has 28.50, and I'm just going to keep the 28.50 in there. So, oh my goodness, I'm losing the plot. So, just getting my calculator. So 45 minus 36.37. And there was a spend of £8.63, which is correct. There was nothing out of miscellaneous. There was £3 spent out of that. 28.50 had nothing. Even though we did dine out, that came out of Hyperjar buffer. So that is my book sorted. And we will put that there, and I'm just going to move this out of the way and we will see where we are. So £10 and a £5, which is 17. So not much today at all, to be, well, I say not much because it's all sort of going into one challenge. So let me see. I am focusing. So I did, I moved about some money during the week. I kind of condensed some of my challenges. I also had a look through some of my binders, and it's like some things were over for the year. So I've just sort of moved money about a bit. So when I moved money about a bit, I finished Wafty Cash Challenge. So it added up to, each of these letters were £1 and the pig was £2, so it added up to £30. I moved money into here, so I moved some of this money in, and so I'm now fully funded with this is in, so 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. And I also, so I moved money out of it and moved some of the money into here as well and condensed other challenges. So I was able to complete off camera £50. So my first 50 is saved, and I have £5 back in the tourist side again. So I have been doing a wee bit of side hustling, and I do have things up for sale on Facebook, Marketplace, and on Vinted as well. If one of my items does sell on on Facebook Marketplace, it will fill up this side a wee bit. However, I have been following, if you watch Katie with Budget with Bliss, you will know she switches her bank account quite a bit and is making use of the fantastic deals that are out there. So I did move my bank account yesterday. I applied thinking it was going to take a wee while to do, because the last time I switched my bank account it did take a while because they agreed a switching date and all this. Nobody agreed, well, if they did agree a switching date with me yesterday, I completely missed it. So my account is due to be completed and everything moved over by next week, next Thursday. So with that will come £200. And I've already moved some money into that account just to kind of cover the minimum you're meant to put in to begin with. So I didn't have to wait for my salary to come in. So once this completes next week, within 7 days, £200 should be into my bank account. So the £200 is going into the tortoise and the hare, which means then I only have to finish this side of the tortoise and that challenge is complete. I didn't think I was going to get it. I thought 300 was too big a number for me to get this month. So I'm going to put some money into this today, and then I might actually spread my money out a wee bit today, more than what I maybe originally planned to. But yeah, so excited just to get this hopefully nearly finished. And you know, I didn't bring a pen to colour in with 2 seconds, then go get a pen. So back with my pen, and let's do this. So I'm going to put, so I need trying to work this out because my penny challenge, it needs, I counted this before I come on here, it needs £4 and 63p to finish it. So we are going to finish it today. So I will put £13, no, I'll put £10 into the tortoise and the hare. Now, this is completely different plan than what I came in with. I was putting everything into the tortoise and the hare, but we're putting £10 into the tortoise and the hare. I am then going to put £3, if I can, into this one, which is going to fund my iris binder. So that is, so £3 goes into it, and that's that started. And then I'm going to put £5. I'm going to put my £4 and 63p into this, okay, and then I will put my extra. So does anybody want to see this being calculated so you can see that I'm not lying? But anyway, we'll go quick and then I will type all this out. So minus 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9, 10, 11, oh, when did it go wrong? Okay, I'm just going to pause and I'll do it quickly off camera. Okay, so yes, it is £4.63. So today I have minus £5.37. So that leaves me 74p left over. So I am... part of me really wants to fill this in, so I'm just going to pause again and I'm going to complete this just so I can say that I completed it. Okay, so 2 seconds. And just like that, all done. So that has saved me my first £50 and 50 pence, which is incredible. So this and the Carnival Challenge are being used to fund our oil heating this year. Last year the bill came, I think, was it 700 and something. Now if you want oil at the minute, my goodness, it's cheap as you're going to get it, but I don't think we need probably too much. We were toying with, well, we maybe put some in, we might put some in before that, which if that's the case, then all of a sudden I'm going to have to rejig everything. But at the moment we're good. So I've that one done, so £50, 50 pence, and then I need to just wipe this off. But I did want to colour that in because that's where the satisfaction comes with. I think I've put a bit too much alcohol on this. So I have been using acetone, and acetone I think have been wrecking my nails, and then I realised that the alcohol was actually, it came off a lot easier with alcohol. And let's face it, I think, well, I don't know about anybody else's house, but my goodness, we could have a bath in the amount of hand wash stuff that we have left from the pandemic. So there we go. So, and then I just need to fill in 74p, and that is my first number in and going. So we will put that in there, and I am putting notes in there as well, because if I put them in here I'll just move them, so it's putting them in there out of safety. And that is me done for today, or for this. I am going to do this again. I'm going to do my cash stuffing now because I've redone this video I don't know how many times, so I don't know how long we're even up to. So I will do that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everybody.